Hi, welcome to A Foreigner in the Philippines. I'm really on the subject of help and what we can do, and I wonder if you've ever heard the story, an anecdotal illustration of what happens when we think that because a task is so huge, then we're not going to be able to do anything. And there is such a thing as learned helplessness. We learn to be helpless, and the little story that illustrates this is the one of the bulldog, which grows to be in excess of 100 pounds, a heavy dog, and at the very start, when the owners buy this as a puppy, they realize that with the weight that the dog will be when it's fully grown, they really can't have it jumping up at people, and they have a lot of visitors, so they make sure that the dog is going to be trained, and they train it in a very simple way. There's a heavy easy chair in their living room, and so what they do when the dog is a tiny puppy, they get the leash and they hook the handle, the loop of the handle of the leash, and they hook it under the leg of the chair. So when the puppy tries to actually leave that immediate area around the chair, it can't pull the chair, and it spends probably quite a bit of its early life trying. But it soon learns the futility of trying to pull its way out of the captivity of the chair. And it learns that it cannot do it. It learns to be helpless at that particular point. So if they just want to contain the dog and have it sit by the chair, they just put the leash on it, hook the thing under the leg of the chair, and the dog immediately knows it's not going to be able to do anything, and it sits down and it behaves. So every time they get a guest, that's what they do. The dog learns to be helpless. Now, the thing is that once the dog does become a 100-pound monster, it could, if it wished, drag that easy chair all around the living room, because it's strong enough. But the point is that from being a very small puppy, it's learned that it can't do this, learned helplessness. And in so many ways this applies to us as people, that we look at the impossibility of trying to change things in our lives, and we learn that we just can't do it, that we're just one person, and we learn helplessness. But the fact is that if you have enough people do a very small amount, that amounts to, it adds up to a great deal of strength, a great deal of influence, a great deal of help, if you wish. So just think that if you have one person say hello, it doesn't amount to much, does it? But if you could get a crowd of 1,000 people to say hello, that hello would almost be deafening, because everything, it all adds up. So here's what the purpose, here's what the object of the story is. We have started a charity channel, and we need 1,000 subscribers. Now, my goal was 10,000 subscribers. The way that I worked that out, that kind of math, was that we have 190 or 191,000 subscribers on this channel that you're watching on now. And much of the reason that we have those subscribers is because of what we have been doing. And what we've been doing is we've been trying our little bit, Beth and I, just two people, working with what we've got and the people that we can motivate to help us. And that's how we've made maybe just a modest difference in the place that we live, in the community that we are part of. And as I say, we've done it by doing a little often. So you add all of those little things up and they amount to something that's worth doing. So here's what I want you to do. If you want to help, all you have to do is just go to Terence Beth Martin Giving Hope Inc., that channel, and click on subscribe. And that's all you have to do. And then watch a couple of videos, which is what you've been doing so far. But in doing that one thing, that one simple thing, you will enable us to be monetized. Now, a lot of people will say, "Oh, what? So more money in your pocket?" No, it's not, because the channel that we set up for Terence Beth Martin Giving Hope is to give hope to mainly Filipinos, because we're trying to bring a change to our community where we live, everything within arm's length. That's what we're trying to help. And we have pledged that every penny that is earned by the ads on that channel, Terence Beth Martin Giving Hope Inc., all of the money that comes from the ads, every time that you watch an ad or allow an ad to run, I'm not a complete fool when it comes to knowing that a lot of people, including myself, when they don't want to watch an ad, they skip the ad. If you hit subscribe and then click on the bell so that you know when we've done a new video, if you do that, then it's counted by YouTube. Now, we need just 1,000 subscribers, which we're almost there. I think we're around 700 something subscribers. But we also need some view time. So we need you to view some of the videos that we have on there, and hopefully you'll allow the ad to run so that we get, it's an infinitesimal amount, but it still goes there. Now, Terence and Beth Martin Giving Hope Inc. has a bank account, and everything that goes into the channel, everything, all of that money from watching the ads, from watching the videos, all of it goes into the account of Terence Beth Martin Giving Hope. And that is what we're asking you to do, because that money is non-profit and it is nothing to do with Terence and Beth. We have our own account, and we make our humble living from what you're doing now, which is watching one of our little talks. So would you do that for Christmas for Beth and I? Not just for Beth and I, but for the people that you over the years have seen us help. And now we're not soliciting funds right now. We're not able to solicit funds. But what we can do is we can ask you to help by going clicking on subscribe and hitting the bell so that you hear when we've made another video, which we're doing now in the same way that we've always done on our Foreigner in the Philippines channel. So help us out. All those people that you see being helped on the other videos, let's face it, you must have watched a few of the over 8,000, coming up close now to nearly 9,000 videos that we have made, many of which are about helping Filipinos. So if you're an OFW, just do this one thing for me. If you're an OFW, and there are several million OFWs out there that we actually personally try to address and show you things which will maybe even make you a little homesick, but bring you closer to home wherever you are in the world, and you can help those here who are suffering and trying to make a life for their children, and they're doing it in a different way to you. But you, far away as you are, you can influence this. You can share this video. You can share any video from Terence and Beth Martin Giving Hope Inc. You can go to that channel and you can click on that and you can share any one of the videos and you can subscribe and you can make a difference. You can do something that will help. It's so simple. It's so easy. And then you don't have to do anything after that other than watch a few videos, which would be tremendous. Right now, I wish you a very Merry Christmas, a Happy Christmas, one of joy, and I hope that if you are far away, you'll remember that those of us who are here in the Philippines are trying to make life better and change conditions. In our particular case, we're going to try to bring education to kids who might not be able to have it. And we're trying to do that, a good education, so that they can pull their weight once they come of age. Thanks for being with me. This is a Foreigner in the Philippines. Bye for now. And Merry Christmas.